Here's what the registration process will look like for student athletes. On the Play NAIA homepage, they will enter their email address in the Get Access Today box and click Register Student. They will then receive a confirmation email from the NAIA to confirm their email address. Then they will set up their password. Once their password is set up, they will be directed back to the homepage to start the eligibility process and create their profile. Each student will be required to accept our veracity statement. This explains to the student that they are required to provide correct information regarding their athletic and academic history. First, they will complete all of their personal information such as name, date of birth, where they completed high school graduation date, and when they are first enrolling at an NAIA school. Next, they will enter the sport or sports that they are wanting to compete in by clicking Add Sport and selecting the sports provided in the list. If they need to add more than one, they will click Add Sport again. Then, they will need to click the agreement that they provided correct information before moving on to the next step. The next page will be the payment information. Here is where they will pay by credit card or request a fee waiver. Please note that the cost listed on this screen is not the correct registration fee. Once the payment or fee waiver request is complete, they will be directed to a payment summary page. Once reviewing this, they will click Close. This is the student's homepage. Each student will have a progress bar to display where they are in the process. As you can see here, the student is complete with registration. During each step, you will see helpful tips off to the right to help with the registration process for the student. Next, you will see the student's activity list, which is where current and completed tasks will be listed. As you can see, the student still needs to complete their profile. When they click into that task, they will enter more personal information to complete their profile. Students will have the option to add their parent or guardian information and allow them to have access to view their profile. However, it is not required. Next, they will enter their high school information, the country they graduated from, state, and what type of high school it was. They will then search for their high school by typing in the school name. If their school does not automatically populate, then they can click the search button and search for it that way. They will then select if they took the ACT or SAT. After their high school information, they will enter their college history. They will need to select the state of where they attended, then enter the school name, when they started, and when they ended. Next, the student will select how they want their transcript to be sent. If they select their transcript to be sent through the portal, a task will be generated to that school to upload their transcript. Additionally, students will need to opt into FERPA to move forward. This generates a written release to be easily accessible. Next, they will be asked if they competed in any sports at that institution. If yes, they will fill out the type of competition level and how many seasons they competed. An alert will pop up if the student selected their transcript to be sent via the portal and if their previous school does not have a profile set up with us yet. The student will then need to contact the school to get them to set up a profile. Once their collegiate information is entered, they'll click Save and Continue. Next, they will be asked about competitive experience outside of the collegiate setting. Again, students are required to report any leagues or teams they competed with. After that, a short timeline will appear with the student's history. As you can see here, the student was only enrolled until 2013, and it recognized that nothing was entered from spring 2013 to spring 2019. This is what we call their gap analysis. If the student was not enrolled anywhere and was working, competing, active in the military, etc., they will need to enter those details. When that information is correct, they will click Save and Continue. They will then review all of their information they entered to make sure it is correct. They will then need to complete an electronic signature stating all of the information is correct. The profile is not complete until they click Submit. You can see now that the complete profile task is gone and the active tasks are now to send my transcript and send an athletic tracer. The athlete icon on the progress bar has now been moved to show registration is complete, and there is a tentative deadline of August 1st. Now they will wait for their transcripts to be sent. Once the student's decision has been posted, here is what the decision details will look like. For each rule, you can click onto details to find out more information.